I'm joined here by two of my most favorite singers on the entire planet. They just happen to be friends and colleagues. I'm speaking to Julius Thomas III and Mark Kopitzke, who have an exciting show. It's everything. It's lots and lots of great music from Stevie Wonder to Glenn Miller to Michael Bublé and everything, and Tom Jones. But it's also a story of their friendship, and it's called The Kings of Soul and Swing, and this has been a lifelong project. So guys, why don't you share with our audience a little bit of how this dream came to fruition, and and anyone coming to see the show, what they'll experience.
Yeah, well, we like to say that this is two guys having too much fun, singing too much incredible music, kind of a thing. Mark and I met quite a while ago in LA, singing around town, and we became friends and really enamored with each other's abilities, and thought, man, we should probably get together and do something, like make something ourselves that we can put together. And with our credits and the things that we've been able to do in this life, it's created this really interesting, eclectic show that we're just so proud of.
Yeah, the thing that it was so stunning is that you have two voices who are so unique and so masterful. Mark, you're the lead singer with the Glenn Miller Orchestra, this incredible historic organization, and you sing many things by yourself. You have such a beautiful voice and a great sense of style of this era. And then you're matched with Julius, who is such a experienced Broadway singer, musical theater actor as well. Of course, recently was on tour with starring role in Hamilton. Mark, how is it that the two of you are so different and yet you find common ground musically?
Oh no, I guess when Julius was saying how we met in LA, it really started, this whole project started with us sitting down and making like a playlist of just music that we loved, music that we love to sing or would love to sing if we were ever given the opportunity to. And it was just sort of in that spirit of like, this would be really cool, this would be really amazing for us to do. What if, that's how it started, and that's how it's been, for these last few years of just like, what if we did this? Oh, that would be so cool. Let's try that out. Who can we bring in? What a great arranger can we bring in to bring this to life? And so it's been pretty incredible from the start. And to be able to be working with Julius, who is just a once in a generation talent, singing wise, acting wise, and then just to get to know him, such a humble and wonderful individual. So it's been a dream come true. So
well, you're both at the top of your game. You're both just fantastic. Just to hear one of you for an evening would be just an incredible opportunity. But to hear both of you together, and what you sense is this mutual respect for each other, as well as affection too. Julius, you're going to be singing, both of you, but singing such a wider range of tunes. For our audience, just give us a little taste of what we're going to be hearing.
Yes, everything from Motown, the Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder. We get in some Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr., some Tom Jones. We really sort of leave no style untouched. And that's the wonderful thing about the play between Mark and I, is we have such different tastes in music, but we also can come together on things that we both find really interesting and fun, and then putting our different voices on it gives it its own spin. So it really is, like I said, it really is this sort of like conglomeration of all these different things that you might not normally find in the show, but it really does work with our situation.
It's this phenomenal playlist on steroids in terms of all the things that we all love so much. And Mark, what's interesting about this is not only your favorite things to sing, but also it's a story about your lives. You take time and you talk about how both of you have took these amazing turns in terms of your careers and your education, and you tell the story directly to the audience. What's that like?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's we're very, humbled to be at the place that we are in our careers. But we've got some stories to tell, and how we got there, and the people we've met along the way, and the people who have supported us through our childhood to young adult, and then now our a full-on careers. So yeah, we've got some good stories to tell, and about our individual careers, and also together as we've created this thing called the Kings of Soul and Swing. So absolutely.
For me, it reminds you, some of these musicals that are collections of songs that are turned into stories, like the Tina Turner and Carole King and things like that. Except this playlist is everything, and we learn about you and your friendship. And I think for me, that's one of the lasting messages of this story is your friendship, and how people with different genres can have such appreciation. And it really is a metaphor for where we need to be as a society as well.
Yeah, it's super interesting. It's like when you see Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg hanging out, and you're like, how did that even, how did you even end up in the same room? Did he go to a decorating class? Did she go hang out at like a rap cipher? How did they even meet? And so I feel like we got like a Martha and Snoop Dogg thing going on, but it works so well. And we're both really geeky and nerdy, and the things that we are really passionate about are the things that we found in common. Mark is a consummate professional, and even though he's quite a bit younger than I am, he is like this go-getting human that always keeps me on my toes. And I think there are some areas in which I sort of nudge him along. And so we just create this really interesting yin-yang, this really interesting balance, this very Martha and Snoop thing we've got going on.
Yeah, and it's been a wonderful collaboration to kind of keep us through the harder times in the last couple of years with the shutdown and everything. To have something to look forward to, and to have an incredible friend across the cyberspace, as we've been in different parts of the U.S. to be able to check in and stuff. And Julius is going to be a groomsman at my wedding coming up this October, and so I have to change a little bit of the script that we've some of the stories that we've told. I might have to change some things according to
happy ending to
what has happened since the last time we did the show. So yeah.
One of the aspects of the show is that there's a lot of video, there's a lot of images, and I know you had a lot to do with sort of creating this multimedia experience. Talk a little bit about what we're going to be seeing on the screen along with the show.
Yeah, well, along with the stories, we have images from the different musicians and brilliant geniuses that have created the music that we're getting to sing on stage. So we love to have sort of visual aids as we go along, and also snippets from our own careers. You may get to see Julius doing some incredible performances from earlier on, and then also from our travels, from our different tours that we've been on. We share different images and videos from that as well, and also just images to help tell the story. An incredible image that will be projected, and the lighting crew that we have at the Bell Philharmonic is going to be incredible. And because it's going to be a party, because it's exciting, the different arrangements that we have going, and we love it if everyone's getting up on their feet and dancing along, singing along. So yeah, absolutely.
So this is a brand new show that we're presenting. You made an appearance in the Bay Area a couple of years ago, but that was just a taste, a small amuse-bouche of what we're really presenting for this show. This is a completely different show, brand new, new music, new setting, and I think our audiences are just going to absolutely eat this up. This is a rare opportunity to hear two fantastic artists with this new Bay Philharmonic and our new attitude, and a beautiful setting of the James Logan Theater. It's going to be very intimate, so we hope that people buy their tickets soon, because you're not going to want to miss it. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on March 4th and 5th in Union City, and we are going to have our bells on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you there.